Welcome to GTA 5. This is the PC version running at 4K. At the top left of the screen there you've got the frame rate of Steam overlay, showing clearly running over 60 frames a second. This is day 1 of launch, and as you can see it's running spot on. Now this isn't quite maximum on ultra on everything, this is mostly on very high. Anti-aliasing is always turned off at 4K, there's no point in having it whatsoever because the resolution is just that good, it's pointless. I've turned off ambient occlusion because there's quite enough fogging in the distance as it is off the heat haze. You don't really need it. It's more a feature that you would use if you want a lower resolution with shorter draw distances to compensate by blurring out the background. Now there's one feature you could probably enable that will make it look a little bit nicer, and that's the I think it's on there, but you can have a quick look through the settings there. This is what I'm running on to get over 60 frames at 4K. So it's DX11, 4K, yada yada yada, anti-aliasing's off, VSync's off, population and vegetation and all the rest is maximum. Texture quality is maximum. Everything else is either high or very high. Again, anti-aliasing off there. Still got ultra on the grass because I like that. Soft shadows, too much of a performance hit, it's not really worth it to have soft shadows. A little bit of motion blur, but that's not really. Ambient occlusion off. Tessellation's maximum, so you get nice sharp objects. Alright, so that's basically it. Oh, forgot to show you the other menu. Can I get back in? The other menu is advanced. Now I've got the long draw distances off for shadows and high resolution shadows again. Those are the ones that are big performance hits, not really worth the quality. High detail and longer visuals, yes, definitely want them on. So that's basically how you're going to get 4K. And as you can see, you're going to need a 4 gig card. There's simply, unless you want to trim down some of the extra effects, like the rendering and stuff, to get it under 3 gig. If you've only got a 3 gig or a 2 gig card, you have to adjust that. But obviously you got to remember it's running at 4K. 1080p performance will probably only be about 1 to 2, well, I would imagine bordering on 2 gig use. So there you go, the game is perfectly playable over 60 frames at 4K with very little sacrifice in detail at all. I would say that's a big win for PC. I mean, look at the resolution of this when you get up close. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Nice shiny cars, high resolution textures. Some of the texture work in areas is not amazing, but you know, it's definitely HD textures. I mean, say that bottle for instance, that's a bit the background of the grass isn't too great, so hence why I want ultra quality grass, which gives you like individual rendered grass, which looks a hell of a lot better than flat textures. But yeah, over 60 and 4K folks. One card system, it's perfectly possible right now. Imagine what we're going to get next year when we've got DX12 pumping out some stupidly good frame rates with extra definition. As always, you know, performance will be affected by what's going on around you, but that's low resolution shadows. You know what I mean? It's it's ridiculous. If that's low, I'd hate to see the high. You know what I mean? The difference would be almost photographic. Yeah, we're pushing it down now with the amount of grass in the area. That's worst case. There's what, 46. The bulk of the time, it's well over. There, I'm back to 60s. Back to 60s, and you're looking at still really a lot of stuff in the draw distance going on. But you can see there the grass rendering range is what, about 30-40 feet away, and then it goes to like the normal texturing. I mean, that's basically what the ultra grass is rendering. If you turn the grass settings down, that would just look like more like the console versions, I guess. That's one of the big changes. You can just sort of see it popping up at sort of 30-40 feet range, all the debris on the ground and stuff. But for the long distance rendering, it's more for things like buildings and stuff like that in the background, and it does make you feel like you're in a really big city now. Although the map's not hugely bigger than GTA 4, I think it's about double, is it? Something like that. That's still plenty of area to play in. It looks so much nicer than any of them E&B mods, but I'm sure they'll come to this just as soon. So there you go. 4K. Only on PC, folks.